Man, that helicopter looks amazing. And just in case anyone wants to know, this is how easy it is to fly. This is the long-awaited, highly anticipated RC Airwolf Helicopter. There it is. And it's not just some cheap little, even things at Walmart aren't cheap anymore, Walmart model helicopter. This is a nice, advanced, brushless dual motor system with GPS assisted flight modes, really cool lights, and believe it or not, hopefully in this video we'll have an opportunity to fly this inverted. You're not going to get to see an Airwolf flying inverted like this, just cruising around every day, so we're going to have some fun and do that. And hopefully we can still kick this thing back over when it's time for a low battery. It's not every day that you get to see an Airwolf fly upside down. A lot of people have seen a ton of new helicopters come out and be featured on our channel in the last couple of years, and it has been an absolute blast. But I'm telling you, in the comment section of almost every single one, when we say, what helicopter would you guys like to see come out next? Everybody eventually says the Airwolf. So it's really cool to see it actually here. So let's fly. This is it, the Airwolf, baby. Okay, we gotta unlock the motors and down and out. And here we go. Throttling up. And I'm pushing away a bit. Yeah. Oh, the lights on the back look really cool. They're like thruster afterburners. See that? Can you see it right at the tail there? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then we have a red light here for nav lights. And a green light on this side. And man, that helicopter looks amazing. And just in case anyone wants to know, this is how easy it is to fly. And yes, I'm holding the instructions because I'd like to be able to try to fly it inverted. I don't know if that's going to happen. Their translation is a little lost in the instructions from China to English. It's good, but they don't label the buttons super great for something like flying inverted. Now, I've flown this brand of helicopter inverted before, but it's been so long, and I just got kind of lucky in my flight. So we're flying real nice and scale right now. Very awesome. Anybody could fly this helicopter just like this. All I'm doing is pushing forward on the right stick and it flies forward. If you want to turn it, you just hit the left stick to the left a little bit and turn the helicopter. Let go of the left stick and now you're flying forward again. And if any of this sounds overwhelming or too challenging or difficult for you, I just let go of everything and the helicopter stops in place and hovers on its own. This flies just like a GPS drone. They make it very simple. The only thing you really need to do is don't put your finger in that main blade there. It wouldn't feel good. You need a couple band-aids for sure if that would have happened. Or AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics. It's an insurance program for those of us that fly RCs. Believe it or not, that does exist. If I were to fly this helicopter through that tractor down there mowing the grass and bust their windshield, the AMA would step in because I'm flying by their guidelines. It's designed to help keep us all safe. They go to bat for us against the FAA, the ones who would like to regulate our flying foam and plastic toys, believe it or not. And also you get some nice perks like magazine subscription. And if you ever have any questions about when and where you can fly or what you can fly or can't fly, you can always pick up the phone if you're a member, if you're an active member, and ask those questions, and you have a team of people at your fingertips that are willing to help you out. So the Academy of Model Aeronautics is linked in the description box below. Okay, so that's in the low rates and everything. We have high rates. Click that, and now I should be able to fly much faster. Yes, I can see the tilt of the Airwolf. Now we're in an action movie. Look at this, we can fly a little bit more aggressively. Shoot the rockets, Abby. That's so cool. This is my first Airwolf, and it is amazing, and it's living up to every expectation that I have had for it. So that's really sweet. The version that I have has 2 batteries. Just recharges with a USB cable to USB-C, so nothing super proprietary for the charger, but the batteries do fit into part of the helicopter, so they are a little proprietary. Same goes for pretty much all the helicopters of this brand, but luckily they're not too expensive. The version I have is linked in the description box below, and you can pick one up with 1 battery, 2 batteries, and I think 3 batteries. Okay, so there's other stuff this can do, like return to home, auto land, but I'm going to land it for just a second, read the instructions, and see if we can pull off an inverted flight. All right, here's the deal. We're in high rates. We do our normal takeoff. What I'm gonna do is turn off GPS mode, and we have to be at a certain altitude, which is a good thing. So we're gonna turn off GPS mode, but we should still have altitude hold mode on. Supposed to. It dropped a little bit. Let's see if it'll still hold altitude, or visual position hold at least. There we go. We're nice and hovering. Now we're gonna go up a bit more. It's not letting us, that's max altitude, so that's interesting. And manual mode. Okay. Let's try this. Press and hold the mode button. There it is. It's a funky combination, but there we go. Now that we're inverted, all the controls are the same on this helicopter. Believe it or not, sometimes these have auto inverted flight and your controls are completely reversed. This helicopter is easy to fly in this mode because down is still down, back is still back, right is right, and left is left. That's awesome. I want to see how much battery we have left. I'm just looking down at my transmitter. Also, I can see the battery level on the bottom of the helicopter. So you're not going to get to see an Airwolf flying inverted like this, just cruising around every day. So we're going to have some fun and do that. And hopefully we can still kick this thing back over when it's time for a low battery to kick the helicopter back over. I apologize for not knowing how to do this, but hopefully you guys understand our channel. If you're new to our channel, we're not here to just like show off and promote the things. Sure, that's part of the fun, but we're showing a real world example. So I would imagine if anybody were to buy this and try to fly it inverted like me, you would have a very similar experience. It just takes you got to put it in high rates. Right now I have GPS mode on. I thought it had to be off, and that was my dilemma. And then the top left switch needs to be in auto. You do have to fly it fairly high. It won't let you flip if you're this low to the ground. And then you press and hold the mode button and pick a direction and it'll flip over. So let's fly it up and kind of repeat that a little bit. So we have to fly to a certain altitude, and I press and hold mode, and I pick a direction. And it automatically handles the flip. That is just so stinking cool. Abby, the world of RC has just been amazing. They come out with so many really cool things all the time, and this Airwolf, definitely, if anyone is a fan of this helicopter, I promise it's high-end, high quality, and very easy to fly. Oh, that's so stinking cool. Okay, I am going to land it right in front of us here. Also love the white tips on those blades. I was trying to, you know, tip it back there so you can see it, right? Doesn't that look amazing? All right, let's do a nice smooth landing. And I want you guys to see these lights before I completely turn it off. Best part. It's not often you guys are going to see me holding these on the channel, but it's because you have to do 3 sequences to get that inverted. So you're going to have a status light on the top. That's to let you know what your GPS function is doing or isn't doing. And it's very easy to set up. The instructions actually do a really good job with that. Nav light on this side, nav light over here on this side by the weaponry. And then, where was it? Here we go. So we have our thrusters back there. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. You could fly that at night and do really well. And the really neat thing, even after all that flying I did, I'm only at half battery. So very, very cool helicopter. Really, there's not a lot I can say about this other than the scalability and cool factor is extremely high. It's very, very easy to fly because it has the GPS assisted flight mode, which can actually be turned off. And then while you're in GPS flight mode, you can fly this inverted, and other than the couple steps of getting it into the inverted flight mode, it flies just as well upside down as it does right side up. So you can impress your friends and make them think that you're a pro pilot with this very cool advanced RC helicopter. Remember, this is linked in the description box below. If you want to check it out for yourself and maybe even pick one up, know that using that link does help to support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. I want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with the time, the space, the beautiful weather, the calm winds, to jump in front of the camera, to share this space with full scale guys. It's really awesome. And just to have an awesome day and be able to share it with you guys. I'm so grateful to God for everything in our lives. Also a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your insanely awesome support. If you want to see more RC helicopter action, we have hundreds of videos on our channel of very cool RCs, but we will have a hand-picked video popping up right about now just for you. Thanks for watching. See you there.